Here we are in the secret room out back behind the bookshelf. I don't really know what this is. But let's find out, I suppose. It's a gym of some kind. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. There's like a hole in it, and sand is trickling down. What happened to my flashlight? Oh, there it is. Okay, and then the poster says, Sidious Fortis. The rest is worn off. I'm guessing that's a man who's some sort of bodybuilder or boxer. A shot put ball that costs 14 real. Sweet. I wonder if we can throw it at someone. Why is that my first thought? Something smells like leather and sweat. Thank you, perception. Let's see if we can lift this.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
I love the lighting. I feel like this game could have been so much less than it is, right? They didn't have to add all this extra stuff, but they did, and I love them for it. Anyways.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
Show the world what kind of
beast. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Screw it. Safety. Yeah, 60 kilograms.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Oh, healed morale. All that.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbells to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
All that for what we could have gotten from a single magnesium that costs like 0.9 real. Great.
Good, you're right.
Oh,
The wait's
shoot.
me for love. Better not touch it then.
No. I hate when I double click. The lieutenant nods with approval. And then, yeah, I don't care
No
about
one
that.
does until they get smashed into the barbell.
Okay, hopefully there was nothing else it could have said except leave. If I missed something so cool, that would be very disappointing. Oh, well, after that, I've got to take another sip of red wine. And we lose our morale, of course. All right, what is here? Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe, so we won't try and climb them, right? That's what those are for. All right, nothing to look out the window, nothing else to see here. I'm holding down tab so I can really get a feel for it. And then we already tried the barbells. These are steps, right? Indeed they are. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Is there room here? Oh, wait. Yeah, there's that, there's the building. I kind of thought that was apartments for some reason. But there's a buildings across from the whirling in rags that I've been ignoring. Probably shouldn't ignore things like that, huh? Oh, this song's pretty cool. Whoa. This is a little spooky. That lady wasn't kidding. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. I wonder if this is where Gart got his skua. Where are we? The song is a little bit related to one of the other songs I heard towards the beginning. The one that plays when you go, like, Martinez Terminal B, I think. Like, when you go where the strike is. And I say it's related to that because it has a bass note that's playing one key and then a chord on top that is maybe half a tone, or a semitone higher than you think it should be, perhaps. Anyways, maybe when I play it on piano, that will become apparent. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Like the airships that Kim used to fly. Where on earth are we? So creepy. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Oh, hello. Sweet. Don't mind if I do. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth-bitten. File cabinets, excellent. Excellent. Why did she board up this treasure trove? What's in this room? Man. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Oh yeah, I see the skis now. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Is this a slipstream, I don't know, office? Production schedule filament memory. 50 real, if I could sell it. Man. Crazy. We're getting a lot of stuff. Good thing we have a giant bag or pockets or something. Alright, where do I go here? Huh. Can I get over there? Oh, hold on. But where are the clothes that used to display? Oh, the mannequin. That's this mannequin. Yeah. There are no clothes. Okay, so I walk this way. There's something up there to interact with.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
The cube-shaped heart, is that the cube that we just found?
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. A radio computer.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind?
Is someone using it? Like, does someone come down here and use it?
But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
Well, kind of. This is interesting.
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers.
Yeah, he's interested.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
I'm not going to ask Kim. I'm just going to turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
I'm curious what happens when we hit print, because maybe whoever was using this before has left something for us to print?
Nothing happens.
Okay, then let's look inside the compartment. Possibly we'll see nothing in it and that there's room to put that cube we found in.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Let's hit play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
What fascinating technology. Is this related to anything we have in the real world?
Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology.
Are there actual aliens in this world?
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Indian Repeater Station 1.
This is the Fortress accident? Because the Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, I believe those are the apartments right where we are currently. So we're speaking with the East Indian Repeater Station 1.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Ah, right. Thanks for the explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I wonder if Kim can help us make sense of this, because I have absolutely no idea what this is.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do.
Wonder if we can get out of that.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Okay.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Okay, I'm starting to understand. This technology can only be used if, this remote location has deemed it okay for you to use it. All right, any other information about the company Fortress Accident?
One moment.
She's flipping through a catalog. And then she'll read it out with studious care. Oh, I'm waiting. It's waiting on me. I was waiting on it.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
The static drowns her response. Come on, what are you, a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Okay, but where are you and how did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
A sad life, to be sure.
On an island on the River Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static. She should retire.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
I think let's remove the production
Filament
schedule.
slides out of its glowing nest.
Leave, and then, well, we got a breakthrough. We better...
The 15th
Yes.
Indotribe.
What is the 15th Indotribe? I'm so curious what this is.
Because there was. The 15th Indotribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines.
This is us.
And sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indotribe was your Indotribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
I see. So the Indotribe is like a word for a big company And then these kids were calling themselves an Indotribe because it's like, you know, their gang. Like, they were going to rule the world, and now everyone is dead but us. Wow. 7 of our peers died in car accidents and drug overdoses. Plus 10 cents for every green orb clicked. Learning cap for Savoir Faire raised to 6. We better start putting points in Savoir Faire. We are very cool, and I'm excited to get all these points from the green orbs. All right. I don't know if I love that thought, actually. Because, right, look, that's so many points we can put in there. We could raise our Savoir Faire to, like, what, 15? Okay, 12. Why am I exaggerating? I don't know. Anyways. Ooh. Well, let's see here. Oh, yeah, I was thinking that maybe I could inspect this cube and maybe someone just wrote the password on it. That would be hilariously accurate in my experience. No, it doesn't seem so. Yeah, the silver tape doesn't contain it. That would have been excellent. All right, anyways, what's this ball? The shot put ball, right? You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Oh, I wonder if we'll be able to throw it at someone. That'd be cool. Oh, what a vibe this gives me. Okay, let's inspect the chalkboard. Some board.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
Yes, very interesting. Is this that board game we were looking at in the bookstore?
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
All right, what I'm really looking for is the password to the filament thing, but I guess we'll inspect everything.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
This is totally that, I don't know, D&D thing or fantasy game that we saw in the bookstore.
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
Sidereal. I feel like we've heard that word before, and it's like what they call this, you know, outer space, maybe? Like, are we maybe not on a sphere? Are we on like a flat thing, and so like to the side of that flat thing is their space?
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Even humans?
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Well, let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
All right, and are they related to the photos?
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world.
All right, cool. So, yeah, the drug-addled part of us realizes that despite the dark nature of these photos, it is a kind of nice escape in a fantastical sort of way.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world. as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe.
And Wirral is the fantasy world, not our Elysium world. All right, so let's see. There's a schedule here, huh?
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50.
Last year.
Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
So now this is the serious stuff, right? Oh wait, is this the company that makes this world? Yeah, maybe they make the board game.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
Huh. All right, keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
I feel like this would be so much more meaningful if we had psych and intellect, but sadly I do not.
Looks like they didn't make it.
They didn't, make the game they were planning on? What are they talking
A
about?
note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Yeah, that would be great. Is there a password written here?
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Yeah, so this is like the DLC for their board game, or the expansion pack, right?
The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Hey, this doesn't seem like it's gonna help us that much.
Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
The locals call this the doomed commercial area, huh? And it's unwise to look at the bookstore windows. Is that because the Union has shut this down, right? The Union runs this place. Wow, fascinating. All right, what's over here? Is the password over here? Why do I care about this? We just need to find the fridge.
Fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
All right, what am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
This must be an elaborate piece of art.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program.
Huh. What would this company be surveilling?
They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like.
Okay.
A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
So all over Elysium, right? We're in Insulinde, right? Actually, I don't even know.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
So I already forgot, Fortress Accident is the name of this company. They make the board games and they're working for some larger conglomerate.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Well, you guys, what am I even doing? Kim, what is happening?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Failed business? And what the hell were they making? A board game?
Yes, that is the question.
Was it an undercover counter-espionage thing?
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
Please, tell me, Kim.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
A video game?
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
So how are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Makes sense.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Does he have a bit of an addictive personality too? Ugh, I can't talk, sorry guys. Does he have a bit of an addictive personality too?
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
So, a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Ah, man. He looks around the derelict room. The pipes howl, and a rat crosses the floor. This area is indeed doomed, by all accounts.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Wow. Okay, still no password. Ooh, let's get 10 cents. Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Did I not get 10 cents? Wait, what is happening here? We clicked on a green orb. Did I just not notice that went up? Alright, well, it looks like there's a door here. Actually, I didn't wait. Was it just locked anyways? I don't know where to go. I thought there was a place over here that I hadn't explored. Oh, there was indeed. Okay, wait. Let me go in this door then. Maybe the password's in here. I really need to find the fridge, though. Oh, where are we? Where the heck are we? Hey. Where the heckers are we? A basement. Ah, those steps were going down.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
This is the fridge that the girl told me about.
This ice bear is a hyper carnivore. Be careful.
Be careful, my good half-light skill tells me.
This must be the fridge you were told about. Look inside. See if it's big enough for the corpse.
Well, we'll carefully crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
Yes.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Lieutenant. It's the fridge, remember?
Of course. A giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Just what we were looking for. Let's see what's inside.
Let's see.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
All right, what's the note say first?
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
But what's it say? Anyways, this is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
Boom, baby.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
Who cares?
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
The 2 of you. Easily.
Okay, let's do this.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You know, I happen to agree with you, Kim.
You've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
Yes, we need to celebrate by performing pagan rites. Let's bring out the mead and set it on fire.
I knew you would say that. I knew this would lead to drinking. No, no more. This is paganistic enough, and it does not leave this room.
This isn't police work anymore, Kim. It's art. We're artists, and this was our vision.
If I were an artist, this would certainly not be my vision. I would be much, much more conservative in my work.
Well, that's why we make a good team, Kim.
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Indeed.
Inside the icy realm of the ice beer fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
I think I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
You touch the dead man's body.
Darn it.
His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
All right. The question is, should I raise a skill point, which I do have, in order to get that? I don't have perception gloves or perception glasses, no. I think I'm okay waiting. Let's read the note from the fridge.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
He leans closer to read the crumpled note over my shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
He's got quite the detective instinct. Let's read the note together, I guess.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
The off-site copy is still here. Huh. Is that Kuno? Is Kuno ginger? Or Kunoese, maybe?
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Okay, wait. We found the filament thing, right? We just need the password. Well, that's what the filament memory is talking about, that cube, right?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Yeah.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Okay, so it's not the one we found. It's an off-site copy, which means we should be able to read it without a password? So, let's see. Sula something. Who wrote the note?
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry?
That's a plausible hypothesis.
And the illiterate ginger kid? Any clue?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Yeah, Kuno was my first guess.
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Sure. Any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Well, let's go look for the frozen ice cream maker then. Shall we? Maybe it's this one. Let me keep track of how much real I have. An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged, and I did indeed get 20 cents there. So then, I guess we'll just take the filament thing, right? Is this it? Perception tells me. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Walk right in. Wait, there's a hidden doorway here. Go in the hidden doorway. Aha. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Darn it. More piping? Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Busted. Darn it. All right, and then possibly in here we find the filament thing?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim?
Are these any good?
Let's find out.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. An old Bell McGrave rifle, Revolutionary era, prized for its reliability more than its accuracy. The rest are probably Bell McGraves too, just too damaged to be sure.
This old Bell McGrave looks okay.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
What does this mean? A rifle here and all the other busted guns we found.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
And I know I've been distracted just doing the Jamrock Shuffle, but where the fuck are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Cool. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't the thing I was hoping it was, but it's a pretty cool rifle, right? Anything I can do with it? Oh, it's not worth very much. Interesting. I guess this is the value according to whatever, the local shops. So maybe we'll find some shop that we can pawn all these things in. I actually wonder if the bookstore owner would be interested in some of these old postcards and stuff. Anyways, maybe we can sell the filament memory if we find the other one that has the off-site copy, as they called it. All right, let me inspect my journal and stuff. The rest of the armor, yes, I can... Wait, that's not what I thought. Go to the harbor gates, ask the... Oh, yeah. Kuno told us that Ask Me Manana knows about the armor. And then... Surely we have like a... Interesting that we didn't get a task for the thing I was expecting to get a task for. The password for the thing upstairs. And I don't even have a task for inspecting the victim's body. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. Maybe I should just raise my stat right now. I do have 2 skill points. All right, let's do it. At the tail end of this episode. No, I don't have time, because that might be a whole thing that leads to a whole bunch of text. I'll do it next time. I'll raise perception and go try to inspect this body. Until then, please take good care of yourselves.